Hello! Okay, hi everybody. I wanted to show you guys what I've been up to lately, which is building a mod for Skyrim, which is kind of fun. I've just been messing around. Hold on, I gotta load the thing. Here we go. I've just been messing around in the Creation Kit for Skyrim, and I went through the tutorial, and now I'm kind of making my own thing. So this is what I'm trying to make, and right, it's nowhere near being done. It's nowhere near other people playing in it. But I thought I've been having fun and wanted to show you guys. So, and what you see is the render window in the creation kit. There's actually a bunch of other windows here that have lots and lots of words and text and that make up the level. But for some reason, I can't get Fraps to record anything except the render window. I think because this is the active window, I guess, that's being refreshed all the time. I don't know. Anyway, so but you are seeing like the most important part, which is the actual 3D render of the level that I'm working on. So this is going to be a cave. It's a mining cave that has been overrun with banditos, with bandits. And so you see here, like, some of the interesting things about the editor, the level editor, is that when you put a chair someplace, it automatically creates a little silhouette of a person. It's like, hey, this is an object where somebody might sit down at it, So it's like it's not just a chair. A bed's not just a bed. It has a little silhouette of a person because it's a place that somebody might lay down. Anytime you have something that people that it interacts with, it creates a little scripty doodad to make that possible. So here's the door that you would walk into my dungeon at. And I've filled in this first room here with some tables and barrels and decorations. And this M here, this green M, is a monster. It's a bad guy. And apparently, from what I've read in the tutorials and stuff I've read, nobody remembers why they use the letter M anymore. Like it's not for a monster. Like it could be for people and it could be for animals and maybe it's for monster. No, I guess nobody at the company, or at least nobody who was talking to the people making the tutorials, remembers why they first started using M. I guess that's something they've used, for a very long time. And anyway, so when you put any sort of an actor in the world, it's an M, and the green just means that it's an easy difficulty. And this is one of the things I love about Skyrim, of course, is that it scales the monsters to the difficulty level or to the level of the character. So when you go in here, you can actually change, and it's not going to let you see this window, but when I double click it, it brings up a window of the reference window, and I can go to the leveled actor tab, and I can set it to hard. Bam! And now it turns orange, and now this monster will be a hard encounter, and I can tell it to be a bandit. So what I've told the game is create a bandit with a difficulty level of hard right here. But I don't know. I don't decide if it's a male or a female or exactly what its stats are going to be or anything. When I walk into this dungeon, when any player walks into this dungeon, the game is going to say, okay, for a level 38 character that just walked in, what would be a difficult, what would be a hard bandit for them to fight, and the game will generate one. So that makes it makes the scaling and everything very cool and very automatic and very slick. And it's not entirely automatic. There's apparently lists of like bandits of all these different levels, and the game's programmed to know what to choose or how to choose from that list. And you can modify that if you want to. That's a little hardcore for me right now. I'm just using the default bandits and stuff that it puts in there. Let me show you guys how you do something. Actually, and you know what? I've had trouble. Let me make this an easy encounter again. I've had trouble in this starting room because when I spawn in right there at the door, sometimes this bad guy will attack me just straight away. And I'm always like, well, it'd be nice if you could enter the dungeon and not be instantly attacked. And so this gives me a chance to show you guys how you actually do some editing. Although it'd be a little better if you could see the other screens. But anyway, so I'm going to go into Cave Room. And I'm going to plop this guy down here. So they have all these, oops, I better turn on Snap to Grid. They have all these pre-made meshes so you build these levels out of these little building blocks that they've made. And you have to find what building block, what mesh is going to fit. Whoops. Maybe I messed up altogether. I might be, oh, well, maybe it's because I had the Snap to Grid off. Hold on, let me see. So you have to find what mesh, what piece is going to fit with whatever, set of tiles you've been using. And it's pretty tricky. I can see why they do it. Uh-oh. Well, hold on, let me see. So this is a Mine C Room Wall 4. So, okay, so if I change this, Mine C Room Wall 4. Of course, all of these tile sets have names that have patterns and recognitions, and I mean, other people who aren't me, who work at the company or whatever, probably understand exactly what to use and where. I spent a lot of trial and error trying to figure things out. My gosh. Oh, let's see. Why is this not fitting? Well, oh, my Snap to Grid is off. It's not ever, see, it's not ever at exactly the right height. Well, let's see. I wonder if I can go back to, how far back can I go? Can I go back to the original piece that I cut out? Because that was already at the right level. Oh, well, you know what? Here, okay, let's do this. Okay, I'm going to take this wall. See, the editors, it's kind of tricky. It's a little tricky. I'm going to duplicate this, and if I move this, oh, oops, phooey. Okay, so let's see. So my Snap to Grid settings must be messed up. Oh, that's annoying. Let's see. Okay, so think back to your training, Todd. I think, is it Control Q? Let me try that. Nope. There was a way, maybe it was Shift Q. There was a way to, maybe that did it. There was a way to choose another item to be kind of the center. There we go. That worked for what your Snap to Grid is snapping to. So it was Shift Q. That's it. Yeah, gotta go through the tutorial, guys, if you want to do this. I jumped in here without doing any tutorials, and I was like, I edited maps for Unreal Tournament and Quake back in the day. I can figure this out. And no, this is a very different system than they used. And the system creates a lot better art, a lot more detail, and a better looking environment than Unreal Tournament ever did. But it takes more practice. You have to learn it. You have to do some tutorial stuff to really know what you're doing here and to make it work. And ultimately, you'll save yourself a lot of time and effort. Okay, so now I'm going to do Control F, and I'm going to change this piece, this room wall 4 that fits here, into a room with a door. And I'm going to work on the assumption that if this is Mine C Room Wall 4, then I probably need Mine C Room Door 4. And let's hope that matches up. Yay! Okay, that lines up perfectly. So now what we've done is we've created a little opening here. And now I'm going to go down, and I just want this to be a little, nook in the side of the room that the bad guy can be in, just so they're a little bit out of the way initially. So I'm going to select Cave Hall, not large. I want Cave Hall normal. Mine Large Hall? No, I don't want it to be large. Cave, what am I looking for? Cave, okay. Cave Balcony, Cave Epic Balcony, Cave Epic Pillar, Cave Epic Wall, Cave Large Hall, Cave Large Room, Cave Pillars, Cave Room, Cave Shaft, Cave Small Hall. Here we go. I thought it was just Hall, but it's Small Hall. They've made a lot of tile sets, and you have to find the ones that fit together. You have to find the ones that match. Okay, so let's see here. We've got Cave Hallway 1. Let me drag that onto here. Okay, and see how that lines up just perfect like? All the seams and everything are good. If I grabbed something that was, say, the wrong Like, let's say I go into large hall and I grab the same sort of piece. See, this the large hall, it doesn't fit. There's seams and it's not the right size. This hall doesn't match the room that I'm trying to connect it to. And you can do like transition pieces and you can do things to try to make them fit, but they're just not designed to go together. A lot of this, it just works out better if you find the piece that was designed to connect to the other piece, and then they hook up seamlessly and they work out really nice and well. Okay, and then I just want this to be a little nook and cranny, so I'm going to grab a dead end piece. And, okay, but we need you to... Oh, phooey, I turned off rotating snap to grid. I turn off the snap to grid stuff when I'm placing barrels and things, because I want them to be all loose. Oops, this isn't fitting right at all. Is it not fitting because I screwed up with the snap to grid being off? Or is it not fitting because it's the wrong piece? Let's see. Okay. Let's grab this. Let's try this. There we go. Nope. See? Okay, so see, there's seams. This is not quite fitting, which means I might be using a piece that doesn't fit here. So let's see, I can change it. Now I've changed it to a piece that has a hole in the ceiling, which actually looks really cool, but the seams are still not matching up. So let's try dead end number 2. Okay, let's rotate you around. Okay, see, now dead end number 2 fits. And the names are confusing, because that was hall 1, which connected perfectly with door 4. I think all the room doors connect with the small... I think all the small room doors connect with the small halls, but small hall 1 did not connect with small hall dead end 1. It connected with small hall dead end 2. So I'm sure there's a rhyme and reason and a pattern to why the people who built these named them and made them what they are, but I don't quite get it. So I do a lot of trial and error. Okay, let's grab the bad guy. And, well, you know what? Let's decorate this a little bit first, because right now this looks like... I mean, why would they be out here? Why would they be in this little nook that I've created? Maybe this is their outhouse. Maybe they go... They're like, oh, go pee in the corner. Don't pee where the tables are. That's silly. So let's put something in here, and they have a bazillion items in here, so it's always a little tricky to find stuff. But what if there was a little chair out here, in this little nook that they could be sitting in? Okay. I'm not entirely sure why you would want to sit in a chair out here in the middle of nowhere, but let's do that. Give it some reason for being here. We should put in a light source. I haven't done any lighting yet. Lighting the level is a whole thing in and of itself, setting up light sources and things. Right now I just want a lantern for decoration, not because I actually need it to render fancy lighting effects. But anyway, so there, so it looks like there's something here. Let's see. And, oh, you know what? As long as we have a little section out here, maybe it would be fun to put a thing to mine. So this is, whoops, let's go inside. Okay, so this is a chunk of iron ore. And when you put a chunk of iron ore into a level, you also have to put an actor for pickaxe mining floor marker. If you don't put this little dude here, you cannot mine the ore, because the game doesn't know where to animate your characters standing next to the ore to do the mining action. So I spent a lot of time like putting in the iron ore object into the map, and I could never mine it. And finally, I went and just looked at another map and copy-pasted what they had done, and they all had these little actors here, and that's when I realized, oh, well, they can't mine it, because even though the iron ore is there, it's not mineable, it's not accessible, mineable, until you have the little actor there. So, my little nook and cranny is kind of small. Whoa! Kind of lost my place there. So this is kind of small actually to have a mining vein, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be cool anyway. I'm gonna put. So I'll rotate this. So this iron ore vein is just gonna cross the entire hall, and if you want to mine it, you're just gonna stand right here, and there. I don't know. That might look kind of silly. It might be kind of cool. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so here we go. So this is my level. I've created a extra little area here, and I've created a chair. Let's actually put the monster, let's put the bandit, the bad guy, in the area that I just created. And this area is getting kind of cluttered up, but that's okay. Because when you walk in the game, you're not going to see these little blue dudes here, so it's not going to look as cluttered as it does in the editor here. Okay, so we've got a bandit spawning right there, and the bandit is connected to this little marker dealy. So the idea is the bandit should walk to this marker and back again. So I'm just going to put this over here. So in theory, the bandit may just sit here, or he may walk out over here and have his back to the door. Hopefully that'll be fine. Anyway, okay, so let's see. So I've made some changes. Let's hop into the game proper and see what this whole area looks like. See what this cave looks like in the game for realsies. Hello. Hi everybody. Okay, so I'm in Skyrim proper now. Oops. I have some weird bug where, well, here actually I can show you guys. If I turn this off, I can show you I have a weird bug, and that TEOFIS turns off. Lighting effects is the only way I can fix it. Let me show you. Okay, so here's my here's my main character. She is a wood elf, a Bosomir, and here's my follower, Jessica. And I think we're both wearing custom armor, and I think this armor looks really cool for a wood elf. Doesn't make any sense up here in the snow, but anyway. Let's see here. There are some Imperial dogs up there who are escorting a Stormcloak soldier to jail, and I'm siding with the Stormcloaks in this run through, so I'm just going to go ahead and kill some of these. Haha! I assassinated him. I sniped the guard from the shadows. He knows somebody's out here because his buddy died, but he doesn't know where. He doesn't see me. There we go. Got him. And Jessica's going in for the kill. Get out of the way, girl! It's okay. She doesn't need me to shoot the bad guy because she can kill the bad guy herself. Okay. Oh, there's a third one. Okay. I finished the job, Jessica. I did half damage to him. Woohoo! Sometimes I don't like having followers because they steal my kills, but sometimes, I don't know, it's kind of fun. It's kind of a synergy. Where did the prisoner go? Here he is. Here, let me talk to you. I rescued you. I'm your savior. Don't run away from me. I'm the one who freed you. I was going to give you some gear, but that's okay. Run away in the snow in your bare feet, dummy. I would have given you some boots, but okay. Anyway, I saved him. If he doesn't die because he's in his underwear in the snow, if he makes it to civilization, I totally saved his life. Yay, me. I am a Nordic hero. Anyway. I haven't officially joined the Stormcloaks. I don't want to do the Civil War quests yet because, I don't know, I'm just not ready. I'm doing the thief quests at first, and from a roleplay standpoint, I feel like, oh, my character was a thief living on the streets before she eventually joins the army and learns discipline and, order or whatever. Anyway, the bug I was talking about, the whole reason I'm doing this is I wanted to show you guys how my game is broken. And, oops, bow and arrow may not be the best way to kill this cave bear. Wow, I think Jessica really did all the work. See, and that's cool. It's like, yay! I have a lot of respect for you, Jessica, because you killed that cave bear all by yourself. But at the same time, I wanted to kill the cave bear. You're stealing my kills. Let me kill them. Let's see why is the there we go. Okay, so this is the thing. I turned it on or off or whatever. This is the thing. Okay, so right now my screen is just black. This is normal. Okay. This is how the game normally is. And I did tons of research. I thought my game was broken forever, and I found out that TEOFIS at the console turns off some sort of lighting effects thing, and that's the only way my game. That's the only way I can see now. So I don't know. Skyrim is a wonderful game, but it sure is buggy. It's like I had to find console commands to make me see again. And it's not a bug, because the game faded to black gradually. Like when my character went blind, it faded to black, like it does when you go to bed and you go to sleep, and it just slowly fades to black, and then it's black, and then it fades back in, and it's the next morning. So it felt like it was a game effect, except I was in the middle of the wilderness and it faded to black, and it just never came back, and I don't know what to do. There's if I go to active effects, I don't have any active effects that are diseases or anything. I've got my gear giving me bonuses. I've got resist disease and poison because I'm a wood elf. I don't know. I've got nothing that should be blessing of arcade. I've got nothing that should be making me blind. So I don't know why I'm whatever. Skyrim. But the great thing about Skyrim is that it gives you so much, control that when it breaks, you can just drop to the console and type in console commands that repair it. That's actually not necessarily a great thing. You really shouldn't have. I spent like an hour researching on the internet too to figure out how to do this, how to fix it. Anyway, so there's my bug, and that's why I have to run TEOFIS, or else my character is blind forever. Let's do something else from the console, though. I named my dungeon I'm working on, Domehane. So let's, COC will take me right there. And, oh, wait, is it external? Not external, exterior. So I've created an area outside in the world. What's going on? Are you loading? Or am I blind? Well, when it's blind, I can see my cursor and I can move. This looks like it's loading. Oh, Skyrim, why you gotta be broken? Okay, well, I'm getting some fuzzy lighting effects there. I see smoke. Usually when this happens, there's like a Nord floating here in a little text message. It says Nords are the native race of Skyrim. Okay, well, that was weird, but here I am. Oh, look at how beautiful that sky is. I mean, the reason my character is blind is probably some mod that I've installed. Yeah, the Aurora Borealis is beautiful in the video game world tonight. It's probably a mod that broke my game. I don't know. Whatever. It works. It's hard for me to say, I'm going to turn off all my mods while I'm actively working on making a mod. It's like, okay. Oh, hi, Jessica. So this is an area near Falkreath that I just kind of putzed around and said, this looks like a good place to put my cave. So, like, this is all just regular vanilla in the game stuff. And then right here, all these rocks and boulders and everything. I put all this stuff here, and you can tell what I did doesn't match because I was a dummy. I didn't use snow-covered rocks. I just have brown rocks. And I'll probably change this exterior maybe some and make it look better. But for now, I just wanted a door that you can open to actually enter my dungeon. So my dungeon is actually connected to the world if you have my mod loaded. And I like that. I feel like that makes it more real. Okay, so here we are inside, and the lady did not start in the little nook like I had wanted her to. And that's... oh, that's probably my fault. I probably did something wrong. Okay.
What was that?
Die, bandit outlaw! Okay, well, I did set her to easy. I did set her to easy, so, and that was pretty easy. So you can see it looks different in the game than it did in the editor, but, you know, I mean, it's recognizable. This is clearly where I was. These are the chairs that had the little blue people in them, and I put some items and stuff on out here. And here's the little nook and cranny we just made. Here's the chair, and you can see I can sit down. I really do need to do some lighting in here. I really do need to add some lighting effects. But oh well. It works. Lighting is something, probably one of the last things I'll do is add lighting. So here's that iron ore vein that I put in here. Actually, I don't think it looks bad. I think it looks okay. And it works. I can hit E, and my character sits here and hits it with her pickaxe. And I get iron ore. It's a fully functional iron ore vein. This whole cave is supposed to be a mine. So in theory, I guess probably the miners would have already gathered up the iron ore that's right next to the entrance. It's probably silly to think that in a fully functional mine shaft, this ore right by the door would have been left alone, but oh well. I want to fill this thing up with lots of places to mine. And then here is going down that hallway. And see, and I transitioned into a larger hallway from the small one here by just putting lots of boulders here. I just used a ton of boulders and clutter and just kind of built my own transition, which works. And here's the iron ore. This is the iron ore vein that I had copied originally. So anyway, so yeah, I mean, other than that first room, so far this whole cave is empty. I spent a lot of time. It took forever just to build the these mine shafts and these hallways and these rooms, you know, just lining up all the wall pieces together. But now I have this great wide open space, and yeah, if I don't get bored, if I actually keep working on it, if I keep filling it up with monsters and tables and ore veins, and if I do put in lighting effects and make it look pretty, and if I just generally keep going, I think I might actually have a dungeon that I might. If I'm happy with this when it's all said and done, I might actually put this on Steam and distribute it over the internet and let people play it. So, I don't know. We'll see. It's obviously not worth distributing right now. It's just a big empty space. So, it'll depend on if my attention span lasts long enough for me to actually finish this project. But I wanted to show you guys what I've been up to. This has been occupying a lot of my time lately, is editing this map and learning the editor and everything, and I'm having a lot of fun with that. I think it's pretty cool. So yeah. Alright. Thank you and good night.